Time always runs forward, not backward. It never returns. Do you agree? Yes, it's a universal truth. But our brain has a power to go back in time and relive the past moments in a friction of second, like it's happening now. If the moments are happy, we feel cheerful. But reliving the past negative emotions and memories haunt many of us. Guilt is a very self depleting and destructive emotion. So, today I'm going to share some mindful tricks which will help you to lead a life without guilt and regret and move you towards success with respect and happiness. So, let's check it out. If I give you two choices, you can either live cheerfully and joyfully, or you can live with the anger and resentment on self because you have some remorse over past events. Which one will you pick? It's obvious, isn't it? Every human wish to lead a happy and blessed life. But if we will keep spending the time and energy in past, we feel exhausted. Whatever happened 15 years ago or even 15 minutes ago, it's over, it's done, it's in the past. If we will keep exhausting our energy on thinking about the past, we can't be there in the present to plan for a future. So that's why it's important to focus on now and empower your thoughts to work for you, not against you. Because you can't be at two places at the same time. So if you're living in the past, you can't be in the present. So be present and heal your guilt. Guilt means feeling that person have that he or she has done something wrong. So they are angry with themselves because they have the feeling that it is not in accordance to the society norms, or maybe it's against their own code of ethics. So it can be as easy as, why I ate that chocolate cake when I'm dieting. Or some mothers have that guilt that, oh, I'm leaving my kids and I'm going for a walk. Or it can be as deep rooted as a child abuse, or they saw the lot of anger and aggression and as they were child. Or we can identify through the graphology. As you know that our handwriting reveals our personality, so I want you to copy the sentence below over here, and then you see where the strokes are going. So I give you a general thumb rule. So any stroke ending towards left, which means it's going towards the past, right? As I told you that it is a science, so they had done it like it's the 400-year-old proven science. So when it's going in the right, it shows toward the future, right? So if the person's majorly strokes are ending towards left, that shows the person have a guilt. So the stroke can be like this, right? It can be like, the letter T, the T bar is going towards left. Or if I'm like signing my name, and when I'm ending the stroke, it's ending towards the left, right? So I'm signing and and then coming back again. So why a person is going towards past? Because they're trying to fix whatever they had done into the past. So they have some guilt and they're trying to fix up something over there in their subconscious mind. So that's how we see the guilt in the writing. Have you noticed why a pencil comes with an eraser? So while writing, if we make some mistake, we can erase it and keep going on. Do it again. It also have a power to erase other people's mistake. So erase should, like people ask, should I have done that? Should I have done that differently? What if I shouldn't have said that? What if I should have a different career? Then maybe my life would be better. Stop questioning your decisions. This is very self-critical and self-castigating. Lot of time we will judge what we have done and decided in the past through the eyes of who we are in the present. So stop questioning your own decisions. This reminds me of a mother of a young girl who approached me for her self analysis. And she shared that she has a remorse over her past decisions and choices. She told me that she should have gone in a better college, which was overseas, and she would be having a better life and better career if her father had supported her. She was having a lot of guilt that why I hadn't took that stand that time, and she was having a lot of anger on her father. She was still living those 20 years back what happened. She's still living it, and it's still haunting her because she left it alive in her memories. So I asked her that now you try to put yourself in your father's shoes and try to comprehend that why he took that decision. Now you are also a mother of a young girl, and if you have to take that decision, then what you will do? Then she can able to understand that her father was trying to protect her, to save her, and because he loves her a lot, and so the safety and security was the major concern. With the tear in her eyes, she shared that her father sent her in the best college in their own city. So try to interpret the past in the positive way, which will help you, not harm you. After a few days, that lady called me up, and then she said, after so many years, I can able to forgive myself and forgive my father. So erase that should and try to comprehend the should in a positive way. Let me ask you, can you stay with someone who hates you, who can't forgive you? It's difficult, isn't it? I notice some people say, I cannot forgive myself what I did in the past. It's a very strong statement. As we know, our thoughts become our reality. If we won't forgive ourselves, our brain keep working against us. It will affect self-esteem and self-worth. Pain become consistent. Then how you could able to create that positive energy about yourself? Making mistake is a part of being human. It is as natural as breathing. Thus, self forgiveness is the path to becoming the greatest version of yourself. So, forgive yourself and become your own version 2.0. So, which trick you like the most? Do share in the comment box below. And we will be sharing the remaining 4 tips how to lead a life without guilt and regret in next week. So, stay tuned and do subscribe our channel.